1. The doom scroller. The doom scroller doesn't just check the news, they marinate in it. Every notification, every trending story, every minor catastrophe becomes a snack for their anxiety. One headline leads to another, and suddenly 3 hours have vanished, along with your hope for humanity. They hardly finish a single video or article, because dopamine spikes every time there's a new disaster to scroll past. Attention spans? Shattered. Productivity? Gone. Mood? Permanently gray. And the consequences? Chronic stress, heightened anxiety, a gnawing sense that the world is ending, all while sitting on the couch in pajamas. You think you're staying informed, but really, you're just training your brain to panic. 2. The dopamine scroller. A dopamine scroller isn't just someone who scrolls a lot. It's someone who's low-key addicted to that tiny, delicious hit of brain chemicals every time they swipe. You're not looking for anything. You're just chasing that next satisfying post, video, meme, or unhinged TikTok comment thread that gives your brain a little yay before dipping again. It's like a slot machine, except instead of money, you're gambling with your attention span. And you're losing. Badly. You can be a dopamine scroller with TikTok, YouTube, or Instagram videos, either long or short ones, but shorts mostly because they are short, pun intended. 3. The like hunter. A like hunter is someone who treats social media like a popularity contest from 2008, except way more desperate and with slightly better lighting. You don't post to share, you post to perform, you craft the perfect caption, you angle the photo just right, then you sit back and refresh the screen like you're waiting for a diagnosis. 4. The story lurker. A story lurker is that person who never likes, never comments, never posts, but watches every single one of your Instagram stories within 6 seconds of you uploading it. Like a ghost with Wi-Fi. They don't engage, they don't reply, they don't exist. Until you open your viewers list. You post a blurry photo of your dinner, they've seen it. You share a cryptic quote about healing, viewed in under 5 seconds. You could upload a black screen with a single period, they're still tapping through like it's an FBI mission. 5. The comment gladiator. The comment gladiator doesn't use social media for entertainment or connection, they use it as a battlefield. And their weapon of choice? Rage. Delivered in paragraph form. These are the people who will argue for 6 straight hours under a Facebook post about oat milk. They see a stranger's opinion and immediately go, I must destroy this. It doesn't matter if the topic is politics, pineapple on pizza, or why someone prefers cats over dogs. If there's a comment section, they're in it, ready to fight, ready to quote sources, ready to completely lose their day over someone named at Hot Cheeto Mom 69. 6. The filter addict. The filter addict is not just someone who tweaks their selfies. No, this is someone who's forgotten what their actual face looks like. Somewhere between smooth skin and cartoon eyes, they became a completely different species. You'll see their stories and think, wow, flawless. Then you meet them in person and think, wow, biology. They're not editing for fun. They're editing for survival. Every photo goes through 5 apps, 2 lighting adjustments, a face slimmer, a pore eraser, and that one filter that makes your eyes look like you're permanently surprised. The final result? A version of you that could legally apply for a different passport. 7. The clout chaser. The clout chaser is that person who has turned their entire existence into a desperate cry for engagement. They don't care if it's likes, shares, hate comments, or a restraining order. As long as it gets numbers, they're in. They'll post a hot take like, water isn't that important, just to stir chaos. They'll fake breakups. They'll stage makeups. They'll do a day in the life vlog pretending to be a millionaire, even though they still owe their grandma $200. They might even fake a medical condition with emotional piano music in the background if it means one more viral video. And don't forget the trend jacking. If someone dies, they're posting a selfie and writing, "Fly high king," like they knew the person personally. They didn't, but it felt like they did, which is close enough when you're chasing relevance. 8. The Reels or Zones? Zombie. The Reels or Zones zombie is the person who opened Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok just for a second And suddenly, it's 3 hours later. They haven't blinked, and their thumb is moving on pure muscle memory. They don't even know what they're watching anymore. It's a blur of cake decorating, gym fails, a guy telling you how to get rich by waking up at 4:12 a.m., and a dog solving a Rubik's Cube. None of it is useful, none of it is memorable, but they can't stop. This is what happens when your brain has been hijacked by endless scroll. You're not watching content, you're just absorbing pixels. You're not even bored, you're in a trance. You wouldn't notice if your house caught fire unless someone put the flames in a 9:16 vertical format with subtitles. 9. The parasocial superfan. A parasocial relationship is when you feel deeply connected to someone who has no idea you exist. A parasocial superfan takes that to Olympic levels. They treat influencers like close friends, celebrities like soulmates, and streamers like emotional support animals, and none of those people know their name. They'll watch every video, like every post, and comment stuff like, "So proud of you," under someone they've never met. They'll say things like, "She's not acting like herself lately," as if they actually know her, instead of just watching 30-second clips through a screen. The superfan convinces themselves it's real, that the tiny "thanks for the tip" they got during a live stream was genuine human connection, that the vlog where the creator cried meant they were invited into their personal life, not just watching the edited version designed to perform vulnerability and drive engagement. Some even start sending gifts or money or weird DMs about how they're worried about you, babe. Meanwhile, the creator is out there living their best life, occasionally wondering how to block someone without looking ungrateful. The 10th, the algorithm worshiper. The algorithm worshiper doesn't browse the internet, they are dragged through it by the throat. They don't choose what to watch, read, or listen to. They just open an app and surrender to whatever the algorithm spits out like it's divine prophecy. Why am I watching a 3-hour video essay on the history of spoons? Because the algorithm wanted you to. These people treat the algorithm like a god. Mysterious, all-powerful, slightly passive-aggressive, and they obey it religiously. If it recommends a new hustle, a new skincare routine, or a new personality. Say less. Implemented. 11th, the validation collector. The validation collector treats social media like an emotional vending machine. They post not to share, not to express, but to fish, for likes, for compliments, for "OMG, you're glowing" from people who would walk past them in public without a second glance. It's not just a selfie, it's a test, a quiet little trap. If the right people don't comment, if the likes are underwhelming, that pic's gone faster than their self-esteem. 12. The fake activist. The fake activist doesn't actually care about the cause. They care about looking like they do. They post black squares, share infographics they didn't read, and type. This is so important under every trending tragedy, but if you ask them what's actually going on, they'd need to Google it. Their feed is 20% fake outrage, 80% mirror selfies, because nothing says "I stand with the oppressed" like a bikini photo with the caption "No justice, no peace." They love movements when they're trending. Once the algorithm moves on, so do they. Because for them, activism isn't about change, it's content, it's vibes. It's another way to say, "Look at me, I'm one of the good ones," without ever doing anything good. 13. The close friends exhibitionist. The close friends exhibitionist, the person who treats Instagram's secret circle like it's HBO. They post everything too spicy for the main feed, as if the rest of us are missing out on some secret society drama. Breakfast? Snap. Midday panic attack? Snap. That awkward conversation with your barista? Snap. Shower selfie with a questionable filter? Snap. And somehow they think because it's close friends, it's safe. But we all know someone screenshot everything anyway. 14. The engagement farmer. The engagement farmer isn't worshiping the algorithm. They aren't doing outrageous stunts for clout either. No, the engagement farmer is methodical, calculated, and slightly terrifying. They plan posts like planning a battle. This meme at 3:17 p.m. because the stats say it'll get the most shares. A poll tomorrow morning. Then a personal story at 6:42. Every caption, every emoji, every story has been optimized to squeeze maximum interaction. Unlike the algorithm worshiper, who blindly follows what the app feeds them, the engagement farmer creates what will feed the algorithm, and they do it with cold precision. And unlike the clout chaser, they're not seeking fleeting attention from anyone and everyone. They're not shouting into the void hoping for viral chaos. They're harvesting consistent reactions, comments, likes, and saves from a carefully cultivated audience. 15. The 24/7 live streamer. The 24/7 live streamer doesn't just use social media, they live on it. Their life is one long, unedited broadcast where every meal, sneeze, and awkward silence is content. They believe the world needs to witness their breakfast, commute, shower thoughts, and late night existential dread. And if you don't tune in, why aren't you watching? This is my best content yet. They treat engagement like oxygen. Without it, panic sets in. Unlike the clout chaser, they're not seeking a highlight reel. They're obsessed with constant presence. Or unlike the engagement farmer, they don't plan posts or strategize hashtags. They just go live, always, forever, as if their existence depends on it, because in their mind, it does. 16. The digital hoarder. The digital hoarder doesn't throw anything away. Not emails, not screenshots, not memes, not half-finished drafts from 2017. Their phone, cloud, and hard drive are a museum of digital junk, all lovingly preserved like it might somehow be useful someday. They save memes just in case, screenshots of DMs they'll never reply to, and 10 different versions of their resume from 2014. They're terrified of deleting anything because what if that one file could have changed their life? 17. The identity swapper. The identity swapper treats social media like a wardrobe for personalities. One day, they're the fitness guru. The next day, a minimalist life coach. Then suddenly a travel influencer posting sunsets they've never actually seen. They craft personas for likes, comments, and follows, constantly shifting to match trends or what they think people want to see. It's exhausting to watch and worse to keep up with if you're friends with them. You never know which version of them is real, or if any version is real at all. And that's a wrap on every type of social media addiction, from doom scrollers to identity swappers. Which one do you secretly see yourself in? Just kidding. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.